It is April 2nd, 2025, and we're talking to Julia Finegan.
Hi,
Welcome.
how are you?
Welcome to the interview.
Do you want to introduce yourself?
Sure. My name is Julia Finegan. I am a Philly-based musician and gardener and sister and friend and choir director, and I'm so excited to be talking to you guys.
Yeah, excited to be talking to you. I guess to start with, what kind of music would you say that you write and perform?
I would say that I write and perform like folk songs. Well, actually, I don't know. I have sort of a tricky relationship with folk because I think that singer-songwriters are like grouped in folk for lack of a better like box to be dropped into. And I think it can be fitting sometimes. And I think some of the songs that I write are folk songs in that they're like structurally simple and good for sing-alongs and like sort of easy listening. But I don't think that is. I feel like folk is kind of a complicated. It's kind of a can of worms.
Yeah.
So I guess I make folk music, but I also am curious about like what exactly it is, what exactly folk music is, and like what does it mean to do that. So that's my answer.
I guess to go for like something more concrete than that nebulous a label. What are your main musical influences in what you do?
I grew up singing in church choirs, and I have a bunch of siblings. I have a lot of sisters, and my mom would teach us like folk songs. So I think that that's a lot of my like musical formation comes from like singing in a community, whether that be like church community or family community. And then in terms of like songwriters, I feel very formed by Guster, actually. I don't know if you know Guster.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
I feel like they're like I listened to a lot of them growing up, and Gillian Welsh and like Regina Spektor. Yeah, I always blank. That might have been a good thing to think about before I started talking to you guys.
Nice.
But yeah, those are some of my influences.
Cool. How long have you been making music?
Well, I've been playing music since I was a little kid with my family. I started playing the guitar when I was like 10 or 11. But I've been writing in a more focused way since I was like 15. And I've been like sharing music since I was like 17 or 18, I think.
Cool. And how did you learn how to play guitar?
Mostly just by ear, like by sitting. Well, my mom's a pianist, so I would like play along as she played the piano, or I would like look up chords to songs I wanted to learn. And then I actually learned a lot through writing because I would write a piece that was like too complex for my hands to execute, and then I would learn how to execute it. And I think that that's where a lot of my learning came from.
What brought you to start releasing and sharing your music?
Well, I started sharing my music because I think that that's what songs are for. And I think I felt like, well, I was like writing songs for people when I was a teenager, so I just started sharing them in that capacity. I only have one song out, like released, and I did that because I was going on tour last summer, and I was like, I probably should have something out, so I like put something out. I don't feel any real like urgency to like release music, because I think that it's so fun when songs just get to live in like rooms with walls and and sort of only exist between people. I'm not against releasing music, but I just haven't really gotten around to doing it in a like organized way.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think just like I really just believe so much in sharing art, and I believe in sitting around and playing songs for people, and I believe in like asking your friends to play their songs for you in a casual setting. I think that's so fun, and like what music is all about.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess outside of music, do you have like hobbies, other interests, other types of art you do? Any outside activities, I guess?
Well, I'm a gardener, and I spend a lot of time outside. I like to go for walks in the woods and stop and look at things and say, wow. I really like hosting. I host a lot of like gatherings for various reasons. I like to have little parties. I really love cleaning my house. I'm a very tidy person, and so I like a lot of my time is spent just like sort of like putzing and organizing.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that's one of my hobbies.
Cool.
Yeah.
For our coffee house interviews, we always ask people a couple of specific questions. One of which is, do you have any pets?
I don't anymore.
Yet you formerly had pets?
I had a dwarf hamster named Creature when I was 18 and 19, who tragically died.
Oh no.
How?
It was... I actually don't know. I think it was old age.
Okay.
I bought the oldest hamster at PetSmart because I knew that they like discard of they'd like kill old hamsters.
Yeah.
So I bought the oldest one, and then I think he died because he was old.
That's a good
And then I was so sad that I like kept him in a box on my front porch for like a couple months before I actually buried him. But it was kind of stupid.
I think there are some cultures where that's actually standard. I've heard about like that being part of the process before burial.
It's good. It's like it gives you an opportunity to really mourn, I think, by walking past a dead creature for a couple months.
Kind of like a mausoleum, almost.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
The second coffee house question is, what are your comforts in life?
Sunshine. Having my own bedroom. Linen dresses.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. And then I guess the second part of that is, what are your discomforts?
Oh gosh. Thomas Aquinas. The fact that my brakes just will not stop squealing no matter what I do. And I don't have a garbage disposal. Emptying the thing in the sink that catches all the gunk.
Yeah.
That's a deep discomfort of mine.
Yeah. I share that discomfort.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess in that case, back towards music specifically, what's your writing process like?
I have tried lots of different things, and it's always a bit different. I learned from my friend Ilan Izakov this method of word germination, where you sort of remove meaning from language and just look at it as an assembly of noises and shapes, and you sort of grow language from you do free association based on just shape and feeling of words, and then you take that language and you synthesize it into something more concrete and meaningful. So that has been an approach of mine for the past couple of years. But I love the way that words feel in your mouth when they're alliterative or they have a lot of internal rhyme. I really like Gerard Manley Hopkins and the way that his poetry sort of feels like you're chewing bubblegum or something. And so I feel like that's something that matters a lot for me, is making sure that a line is dances off the tongue, or is percussive, or is heavy in the mouth.
Yeah. How do you go about writing the guitar parts or the instrumental parts?
I just sit with my guitar most days of my life and play around with it. I play a lot of open tunings because I had a cyst in my wrist when I was a teenager, and I couldn't fret properly, so I had to play in open tunings to get really any chords, and I just have carried that with me since then. But yeah, I love the guitar, and I play with it every day like a little toy, and I have so much fun. And then eventually songs come out of it.
Nice.
Do you have, as you're doing word association and sort of writing by the sound of words, do you find that you come back to certain themes repeatedly in doing that?
Yeah, I talk a lot about God. I talk a lot about food. And I talk a lot about my sisters.
Yeah. Nice. Do you want to tell us a little bit about, for the song that you have released, how your recording and production went?
Yeah, I used to manage a coffee shop in Chestnut Hill, and I was friends with this regular, and he worked at he was an intern at Studio One in Conshohocken, and I would always give him free coffee, and he said, hey, you should come and record in the studio one time. And so I did.
Nice.
And then I released it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
So we must ask about pipe
Choir, yes. Tell us about pipe choir.
Oh, pipe choir. choir. Wait, hold on 1 second. Sorry.
You're good.
Sorry about that. Pipe choir is a community choir that I started last fall. And we have so far hosted one show in this beautiful big pipe in the middle of the woods, off the Sinwood Heritage Trail. So singing communally is something that I believe is really very human and very healing and very exciting. And I think that, I really believe in, like, having art be something that is collaborative and open, and something that is, like, very easy to enter into. And so I started this choir, and we sing together, and we also sing a lot of rounds that I teach to, like, the audience as well. So it's like, I want it to be like a very open and collaborative space. And it has been such a joy to be running this. I have sung in a lot of choirs in my life, and I don't have any formal training as a conductor. In fact, I have very little formal training in music at all. And so it feels a little bit intimidating to be running this operation, but it's still very exciting. And we have, we were between 8 and 12 voices last season, and this season we have like 24 voices in our choir.
That's awesome.
And so that has been really exciting. We get together in my little apartment, and we sing every Monday, and it's so much fun.
That's awesome.
Awesome, yeah.
So I know you just got back from a trip abroad to London where you performed. You want to tell us a little bit about that experience?
My dear friend Sylvia Fisher, who has played at the Coffee House before, we've been playing music together for the past 3 or so years, and they're one of my dearest people. And we went on tour last summer and met a bunch of friends in Boston who are actually just visiting from London. And they said, hey, you should come play a show in London sometime. And we said, okay, we will. And they were like, really? And we were like, yeah, we will. And so our good friends Alexa and Rachel organized a show at the George Tavern for us, and we just sort of waltzed in with our instruments, and they like packed the house, and it was a really beautiful experience. It was such a beautiful thing that our friends like orchestrated and handled all the logistics, and like really made such a beautiful night for us. It was really lovely. A lot of fun.
Cool. Yeah, so I guess what is upcoming for you? What's in the pipeline? What are you working on? What are you looking to do next?
Oh boy. Well, Pipe Choir, our next day in the pipe is in May 23rd is the next Pipe Choir, so that's coming up. I'm directing a children's play this spring. Some of my little sisters are homeschooled, so I'm directing their play, which is going to be so much fun. A band that I'm in with Sylvia and my sister Martha, called Jill Mars. we've been working with a choreographer. We scored a piece for Heather Dutton, who's our friend, who's an amazing choreographer, and we put together a piece called Closet the Sanctuary that we premiered last month. And yeah, just working on. I've been playing my own music with a band more for the first time ever, which I'm so excited to be playing at the coffee house because I'm bringing so many of my pals along, and we're gonna play some like fun new arrangements.
Awesome. Looking forward to it.
Yeah,
it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for hosting.
Of course, we're very happy to do it. Cool. So I guess we're wrapping up.
Yeah. Wrapping up. The last major question is, why are you a musician?
Oh man. Can I say a joke and then say the real thing?
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
Because my mom told me I had to. That's just a joke. I'm a musician because music is one of the first languages that I spoke, and it feels really essential to the way that I exist in community and in relationship, and also it's just so fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. Is there anything else we should be asking you about? Anything you definitely want included in the interview or in the write-up?
You could say, ask me about my flip phone.
Yeah, honestly.
Yes. That's good.
Yeah, Cole is a bar phone enjoyer.
Yeah.
The candy bar phone.
I'm very much an enjoyer of the dumb phone.
I love a dumb phone.
Yeah, it's excellent. Excellent to just not engage at all with, what is on most people's phones, I guess is the best way to put it.
Yeah.
I approve of that. Yeah, I'll include that. I guess then, where can people find you online?
Well, I do have an Instagram. I also do have a website.
Yes, that's right.
And
it's very impressive that you got juliafinegan.com.
Yeah,
it's
really good.
I love a URL like that. I love to see it,
Yeah.
You got
only
the
$10
domain.
fun.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that was pretty sick.
Yeah. Just got a bit lucky there.
Yeah.
But also people can email me. Email is my favorite. I love it. That's how I do most of my communicating.
Nice.
So just email me.
Awesome.
Nice.
Cool. So I think that's it for the interview. Thank you so much for talking with us.
Of course. Thank you.